On Tuesday, BJP MP Om Birla and Congress MP Kodikunnil Suresh filed nominations for the Lok Sabha Speaker election after the negotiations between the ruling National Democratic Alliance and the opposition's India Bloc failed. After 1976, the Lok Sabha will hold an election for the Speaker's post, as it has been also held in 1952 and 1976. The opposition had initially agreed to support the government-backed candidate Om Birla on one condition, that the Deputy Speaker position to be given to the member of India Bloc. However, the two sides could not reach a consensus. Hello and welcome. This is Akanksha and you're watching SW News English. Union Minister and BJP leader Rajnath Singh reached out to the opposition earlier in the day. However, just minutes before the nomination deadline, Congress leader KC Venugopal and DMK's TR Balu walked out of Rajnath Singh's office, refusing to endorse the NDA's nominee. Venugopal later stated that government was non-committal about granting the Deputy Speaker post to the opposition. K. Suresh, the India Bloc's candidate, is the senior-most member of Parliament, having won Lok Sabha elections for the 8th time earlier this month. A Dalit leader from Kerala, Suresh was opposition's choice for the Deputy Speaker position. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi reiterated that India Bloc would support NDA's candidate if the deputy post were given to the opposition. He criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi for fostering constructive cooperation, stating that opposition's leader had been insulted. The government deployed Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju to build consensus on the Speaker and Deputy Speaker posts. BJP leader has spoken to top opposition leaders including Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge, Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav, DMK leader MK Stalin and Trinamool Congress Chief Mamata Banerjee. Discussions were also held with key NDA allies, that is Telugu Desam Party, TDP and Janata Dal United, JDU. The deadline for filing the nominations for the Lok Sabha Speaker was 12 p.m. on Tuesday, intensifying the contest between the NDA and the opposition. Now that the India Bloc has fielded its candidate K. Suresh, it will be the third time that elections are going to be held for the Speaker position at the lower house. Traditionally, Lok Sabha Speaker and the Deputy Speaker have been elected by consensus between the ruling party and the opposition. The election for new Speaker of the Lok Sabha is scheduled for 26 June, coinciding with the beginning of 18th Lok Sabha's inaugural session from June 24 to July 3rd. The election is particularly significant given the current political landscape. Unlike the previous two terms under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where the BJP had an outright majority, the current government heavily relies on its allies. The BJP secured 240 seats in the recent 2024 Lok Sabha elections, 32 short of the majority. Key allies, the TDP and the JDU, won 16 and 12 seats respectively, making them crucial stakeholders in the government. Now let's discuss how is the Lok Sabha Speaker elected. The election of the Lok Sabha Speaker is governed by Article 93 of the Constitution. The position becomes vacant just before the new Lok Sabha convenes, which in this case was on June 24. Prior to the session, the President appoints a pro tem Speaker to the administration to oath the newly elected members of the Parliament. The first 2 days of the session, that is June 24 and June 25, were all dedicated to oath-taking ceremony. Nominations for the Speaker's election must be submitted by June 25, with the election taking place on June 26th. The Speaker is elected by the simple majority, meaning the candidate who receives more than half of the votes from the members present in the House becomes the Speaker. Now, why is the Lok Sabha Speaker post so important? The role of the Lok Sabha Speaker is pivotal in functioning of the House. The Speaker is responsible for maintaining order, decorum, deciding the agenda for parliamentary meetings, and also permitting motions, including adjournments and non-confidence motions. The Speaker also interprets and applies the rules for the House, a decision that cannot be challenged. Despite being an elected member of the Lok Sabha, the Speaker must remain non-partisan. There have been instances where elected speakers resigned from the parties to uphold its impartiality, such as N. Sanjeeva Reddy in 1967. The Speaker's role became even more crucial during the crisis on House floor, especially when given current government's reliance on its allies. The Speaker also has the authority to discipline members' unruly behavior and can disqualify the members under the 10th schedule of Constitution. The imminent election of the Lok Sabha Speaker's post follows failed efforts to reach a consensus between the ruling BJP-led National Democratic Alliance and opposition India Bloc. The NDA has nominated BJP MP Om Birla, while the opposition has fielded veteran Congress leader K. Suresh. In an effort to secure unanimous candidate, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju were tasked to building consensus. However, the opposition alliance known as India Bloc decided to pursue its own candidate, resulting in the current electoral standoff. Om Birla, the NDA candidate, is a sitting MP from Kota, having won his seat with a margin exceeding 41,000 votes in the recent general elections. He previously served as a Speaker of Lok Sabha. There was a speculation that the Deputy Speaker's post could be offered to the opposition if an agreement was reached on the Speaker's position. Historically, the BJP had appointed AIDMK's M. Thambidurai as Deputy Speaker in 2014, a position that has remained vacant since 2019. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi revealed that Party President Mallikarjun Kharge received a call from Rajnath Singh seeking to support NDA Speaker candidate. Gandhi emphasized the convention that Deputy Speaker's post should be allocated to the opposition, adding that Singh did not follow up on the discussion. The Speaker election follows a contentious standoff over appointment of pro tem Speaker, that is Bhartrihari Mahtab. Opposition leaders led by Congress accused the government of breaking a tradition by not appointing the senior-most member of the Lok Sabha to the temporary position. Consecutively, opposition leaders refused to join the panel assisting the pro tem Speaker. Now let's discuss on Om Birla's tenure as Speaker of 17th Lok Sabha. In Om Birla's tenure, a total of 221 bills were passed in the 17th Lok Sabha, up from 180 in the previous one. However, more than one-third of them were passed with less than an hour of discussion, 13 with 1 to 2 hours of discussion, 22% with 2 to 3 hours, and 30% with more than 3 hours of debate. In the 2023 budget session, the House lost 96 hours to interruptions and adjournments, the highest for this Lok Sabha. In the total, 435 hours were lost to interruptions since first session. The highest instances of walkouts came in the first budget session at 30, followed by 90 in 2022 budget session. The 17th Lok Sabha also set a record for the most MP suspensions at 115, with 100 of those coming from the 2023 winter session, during which the members of opposition protested against the government's refusal to discuss the security breach that saw 2 intruders jumped into the house and tossed gas canisters. This Lok Sabha was also notable for the absence of a deputy speaker. Despite the constitution mandating election of a speaker and a deputy speaker, the 17th Lok Sabha was the first to go an entire term without a deputy speaker. In the 17th Lok Sabha, on average, MPs had 79% attendance record, down marginally from 80% in the previous House. More than two-thirds of MPs attended more than 80% of the session. Even the sessions held during the COVID-19 pandemic, average attendance did not fall below 69%. The highest average attendance was in 2023 special session. The highest attendance at 100% was recorded by 3 first-time BJP MPs, that is, Bhagirath Chaudhary from Rajasthan, Sunita Duggal from Haryana, and Mohan Mandavi from Chhattisgarh. Also not forgetting that Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla did not allow TMC MP Mahua Moitra to speak in the lower house on Ethics Committee recommendation. Birla said Moitra got the opportunity to defend herself at the panel meeting. The Lok Sabha Speaker added that the House has a tradition, that traditions followed by the previous speakers are always followed by the next speakers. Now, to discuss how an ideal Lok Sabha Speaker should be, let's go back to 2008, where Somnath Chatterjee was expelled by the CPIM just day after a 2-day special session of the Lok Sabha. This session began on July 21st. The CPIM had withdrawn its support from the Manmohan Singh-led UPA government on July 9 in a protest against the Indo-US nuclear deal. Somnath Chatterjee, a 10-term MP and a 4-decade-long CPIM member, became the first Communist MP to be elected as the Lok Sabha Speaker after the Congress-led UPA came to power in 2004. Despite subtle and direct indications from his party, including suggestions from stalwart Jyoti Basu, Chatterjee refused to resign before the special session, believing that his role as a speaker placed him above party politics. Presiding over the special session, Chatterjee's defiance led to his expulsion by the CPIM's Politburo, chaired by Prakash Kharat, from compromising the party's position. Chatterjee continues as a speaker until 2009 Lok Sabha elections, after which Meera Kumar of Congress succeeded him. He did not contest the general elections and did not join the CPIM in following decade. Who do you think will be the Speaker of 18th Lok Sabha? Do let us know what are your thoughts in the comments. Till then, keep watching HW News English and also Download our app HW News Shorts for the latest news and updates.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.